Genesis 25:23. And the Lord said to her, two nations are in your womb, and two peoples from within you shall be divided. The one shall be stronger than the other, and the other shall serve the younger. Matthew 23:11. But he who is the greatest among you shall be your servant. Matthew 13:13. You call me teacher and Lord, and you say rightly, for so I am. 14. Therefore, if I, the Lord and the teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash the feet of one another. 16. Truly, truly, I say to you, a servant is not greater than his master, nor a messenger greater than the one having sent him. Praise the Lord. The prophet who spoke to Rebekah regarding her two children that were in her womb said to her that two people that are in your womb, one will be stronger than the other. And at the same time, he said, the eldest shall serve the youngest. On the other hand, Jesus established and practiced the same law because he said to his disciples that whoever is the strongest or greater among them should become a servant. Therefore, Jesus set an example in his own self because though he was a teacher and he was a master, he was serving them by washing their feet. In all this, he made one thing clear to them by letting them know that a servant cannot be greater than the master. It's just like saying the youngest cannot become the older. Just because the older humbled himself and became a servant does not make him the younger. About Esau and Jacob, the writer of Genesis 25 introduced Esau as the oldest in his own class of his age. And he also introduced Jacob as the youngest in his own level too. Actually, Jesus said, a servant cannot be greater than the master for a reason. You see, something like age cannot be tempered with. The way the people were born is the way that age would apply. So you cannot begin to think that you are going to change somebody's seniority for anything else. There is no difference between saying the older shall serve the younger and the greater among you shall be your servant. You see, because of pride, many people do not understand what being a servant is, especially when it comes to the case of Esau and Jacob, because they think that being a servant makes the person a less. But according to everything that Jesus has taught the disciples, being a servant does not make you a less in the society, not emotionally or mentally, not even financially.